All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our final game of the night. It is Ninjas in Pyjamas up against H2k Gamers. This is the final game, and it's going to determine who's going to advance out of Group B into the playoffs. To join SK Gaming Prime, oh my gosh, and now newly qualified Unicorns of Love. So here we go. Let's go to the launch for you guys at home who might not be familiar with either of these teams. We have over on H2k, Odemane, Trashy, Dopagod is Forbidden, Hajarman, and We Will Failer. On the side of NIP, we have Flaxish, Ku, Alex Itch, Freeze, and Voidal here. And this is bound to be a good one. It has to be a good one here, because both these two teams fighting for that final spot. You know, H2K, they had, honestly, two really solid games. I mean, even though they lost against Unicorns of Love, it was still a pretty good game nonetheless. And right now, it's NIP who struggled against Unicorns of Love so hard, but then looked really good against Ultravirus as well. So obviously see how this one's going to go here. Got Mundo versus Lulu in the top lane. I'm actually really surprised to not see the lane swap come in, because Corki up against Kog'Maw is going to be really interesting. Obviously Kog'Maw has the range, but a Braum, like, you're not going to escape a Braum that easily, and that's why things become really sketchy for him. If he gets locked down, he's going to take a lot of damage, and luckily for him, he does obviously have the Lantern to escape, which is going to help him out when a Jarvan comes in the gank as well here. But we'll see how this one goes. Honestly, both these teams know better than I do on what they're doing. So, as you can see, gonna have at least start over at blue. Jarvan do the same, and Voidal trying to be really aggressive here. Trying to hit that level 2 and really apply the pressure that he needs to get some early dominance on the lane, using that that Relic Shield, as well as We Will Failer. And Odo forced to just farm away with those cups, with those cleavers in that top lane. And now Alex trying to be really aggressive here on Yasuo. Trying to really harass Forbidden down. It's actually be a really good match between those two. Let's see, Freeze looking for the auto attacks, looking for the stun. And he won't have it here just yet, and we'll be forced to go back with Voidal, but we're trying to apply some pressure. That lane is going to be a really crucial one, I think. If, you know, obviously Freeze gets an early start, then Hajarman just won't really be able to do too much in these fights. And obviously the other way around, if Hajarman gets a nice early start here, that late game cog can become a mid game cog practically, depending on how much how many kills and how much farm he gets. Mid lane though, that one's gonna be really interesting too. I mean, Alex has always been amazing at assassins. It's always been amazing at anything he plays, pretty much, in that mid lane. And on Yasuo, I expect him to play flawlessly, almost, at this point. And he's going to have to, if they want to have a chance of winning. And I touched on something a little bit earlier on, you know, the top lane. Fox, you know, a substitute, I believe, for NAP right now. And he's been struggling in the game so far. They've had to help him out quite a bit. Ku camped his lane in the last one they won against Ultravirus, getting him super fed. I wonder if they're going to do that again here. And if Odo gets a strong start here on Mundo, it's going to apply a lot of pressure. Odo is a very strong, tanky top lane player. And Mundo is exactly something he played last season quite a bit. So we're going to find out, obviously, in this one. And obviously, there's a lot of different dynamics going on here. We can see, you know, Ku sitting in his own jungle. Trashy getting back. And Alex gets a knockup, gets like an auto attack in, and just backs away. Trying to harass as much as possible, and you can see Hajarman already pushed up to the turret here, trying to attack as much as possible, trying to get this turret down a little bit of health. The hook comes in, lands on a freeze. Voidal gonna block out all that damage. We'll at least force him to miss out on a couple of CS, but as you can see, Freeze ahead right now, 24 to 21. Voidal just doesn't really take any damage, it seems. Oh, and he's going it onto him. Forces the flash! He forced the flash out of Hajarman when the jungler wasn't even there. I don't know if that was a misclick or if that was just pressure getting to him, but that is not a good sign. He is so susceptible, if I can even speak, to a gank right now. And Ku might even try to come down and take advantage of this. I mean, obviously you still have the Lantern to get away, but that is really unfortunate for him. I want to say that almost had to have been a misclick, but there we go. Voidal just goes back in again, realizing he has no escape. And this should almost be a free lane now for Freeze and for Voidal. It's so weird too, because Voidal was on Cloud 9 Eclipse, so was Odo. So obviously ex-teammates, they know how each other play. King is coming down. Looks like they want to go for the fight here. Lantern will pull him away. He will escape that one. But again, what is Ku doing? He's taking away the Wraith camp. And you can see Elise heading down towards the bomb side. Trashy looking for the gank here. Ku, I think he's going to follow as well. And once they spot him out, I mean, they might be able to turn this around. He goes right into the Dragon Pit. They're actually going to clash over here towards the river. And I think they know the gank is coming. They have to expect something, or suspect something, sorry. And Trashy is waiting. Oh, here he comes. Ku from the backside. He's going to be spotted out. He's going to be all by himself, taking half health. He goes in, though, gets a double knockup, but he will get the heal as well. He will get exhausted. We'll just back away from this one. Now the rest of NIP going to have to back. Freeze gets caught. First blood goes in for Trashy right there, and they pick that one up. A fantastic job. The ultimate coming out of, well, Forbidden won't land onto Alex, as he will dodge away from it, but a strong start here. And now it's just really unfortunate for Ku that Trashy was in that bush waiting and took way too much damage. And, of course, the hook connecting onto Freeze was his downfall right there, but well, good start. Let's see if H2k can keep this up here. Again, you know, I had NIP as going through first, and H2k is winning second, and Unicorns up as third here, and right now at least coming around the backside looking for the gank, and look how low the Jarman is! Voidal's gonna pick up a kill! I mean, he'll go down for it, but still, he picks up the kill onto him. For some reason, Trashy steals it away. I'm not sure what the hell we're just seeing out of the sides of that thing right now, that wind wall. But that... Voidal got big balls. Definitely going for that one, and that was worth it. That denies him a lot of farm here, and he didn't even get the kill for it in the end. So you can see Braum pick up a Warring Trinket, and Superlands picked up here for We Will Failure. But we know Jarman still has no flash to get away. I wonder if Ku's going to go for ganking on the bottom side. Obviously, you can see Trashy pick up the Spirit of the Ancient Golem, so it'll be pretty tanky. And Ku with the early death, I mean, you never want to die early as a jungler. Obviously, you know, if you have double buffs, it's way worse, but you get slowed so much when you just die like that, and it's really unfortunate for him. Luckily, he picked up a lot of farm. Actually, sorry, he didn't die, but well, let me just change the whole gear of that one. The AD carry dying as well. I mean, anyone dying early is just so detrimental to how the game goes, and unluckily for Freeze, you know, the whole mini wave was pushed up against his own turret too, so he missed out on a lot of CS, missed out on a lot of experience as well that he's going to need to go head to head up against Jarman. Okay, so Odo 6 to 62 in the top lane. Spectral's cow now done. Pretty much cannot be harassed out of lane anymore. 52 to 57, so Freeze does have a lead there though. And 72 to 64 in the mid lane, so slight lead here for Forbidden. And Ku, he's looking for his gank, and he gets seen. So he will be forced to just pretty much back away, so a little bit of a failed gank for him. I don't believe he was spotted getting in there, unless he was spotted by the blue buff. But obviously Kog'Maw, I mean, he's a way to check all those bushes here. Yep, they know exactly where Ku is now, so top lane can play aggressive. Mid lane can as well. That's something that deep warding can really benefit you for. And I mean, H2k, just with that knowledge alone, and if you look at NIP, they don't know where Elise is. They can guess, you know, probably towards red buff since he started blue. But they don't have the vision of where he's going right now. And he's actually be swinging around potentially towards mid lane, taking down the Wraith camp. Trying to keep up as much farm as possible here. And well, Alex has a zeal done. You can tell he wants a kill. He wants something. I mean, the thing is, you know, when Alex was in Gambit, he could carry a team by himself. You know, on Kha'Zix and stuff like that. And Ultimate will come in Ignite as well, but here comes Trashy from the bomb side. And Alex will just back away. So both junglers, great sense of each other. Nothing will come out of that one here. But I'm imagining like the first real bit of action and the real determining factor of the game is going to come around towards Dragon when a team finally picks it up. You know, if we look at, you know, the team fight potential out of these teams, in terms of knockup, you have Lulu for Yasuo to facilitate that, but you don't really have a ball delivery system for Orianna. But then again, that does force Alex to play a little bit careful. He can't afford to get hit by it, or he will lose so much time for DPSing and obviously lose a lot of HP at the same time here, so has to be careful. see, Trashy and Forbidden definitely just trying to shove down that middle lane here. Trying to make Alex miss out on quite a bit CS. As you can see, 20 CS difference. That turret, it could fall here. Nice knockout comes in from Ku. He gets Cocoon though, and the ultimate coming out Orianna, and he's gonna be taken down 3-1. They pick up a turret. And now H2k taking, well, a very, very strong lead just because of that little bit of play. I mean, Ku tried to keep the turret alive, but in the end, it cost him his life, and he lost the turret anyways. Alright, so H2k gonna pick up Dragon off the back of that too. And look at that. 17k to 14k gold difference. Or gold. Sitting at practically 3k 11 minutes in. It's not a good sign. And luckily for them, you know, Jarman doesn't have a lot of these kills. Yeah, they're equal in CS, but you know, if Jarman got those 2 kills instead of assists, this could be a way worse game, and they're going straight in. The flash ultimate coming out of Ku will force the flash out of Forbidden. Unfortunately, they weren't able to pick up the kill that they definitely wanted here against him, and maybe a little bit of miscommunication. Maybe they're trying to force the flash, but the fact is that Ku flashed in for it too, so he kind of wasted his. And honestly, he's not paying a lot of attention towards the top side here. He's actually just leaving it all on its own. Both junglers are, to be honest. Not a focus around that mid and that bottom lane. You know, I'm trying to think who that benefits a little bit more, and I want to say that benefits H2k just for the fact that you have a Mundo who's just so damn tanky. And since you have a Corki who doesn't really do percent health damage like a Kog'Maw does, it's like, hey, Mundo's going to get so tanky that Freeze can't deal with them. Neither could Alex. They're running practically like a double AD. Well, they're running very heavy AD damage, obviously. And Lulu, I mean, she's going to be squishy no matter what. Yeah, you have the ultimate, but you have a Kog'Maw on the other team who can just hammer away through the extra health that you give, obviously. But a lot of it will come down to the team fights. I want to say NIP have the advantage when it comes to team fighting. They can't count out H2k, and a lot being used right there. Fortunately, not really connecting though. And Jarman will escape that splash. Will be back down yet again though, and his heal this time. But it's like every time Ku comes in for a gank somewhere, he just unfortunately just isn't successful, and it's not his fault. It's kind of just, it seems like NIP are out of it. It seems like they're on tilt, and you know, H2k, they're playing very, very, very great. Very great, Jason? Come on. They're playing very well. They're making great decisions. They're not getting ganked that easily. You know, they're baiting out quite a bit when they do, and they still survive for the most part. And Odo is just hammering away. Look at that CS difference he has. His 2,300 gold to spend. He has teleport up. Didn't even have to use it to get towards Dragon last time, so he can just use it in lane if he wants to go back to base. It looks like he might, in fact, be doing that here. So he's going to have a Spirit Massage now done. I think he might have a Giant Spell done off the back of that, too. Let's see. Spirit Massage. And Giant Spell. All right, so he is so damn tanky. Yeah, they spot out his teleport coming to the top side, but there's no way Flax can pick up the kill 1v1. There's just absolutely no way. There's not enough steady damage coming out of Flax for this to happen. I mean, you'll see Odo take a little bit right there. Regen a lot up, has his ultimate off cooldown quick enough to really make this work for him. And this is a dead lane now. Odo has kill potential on Flax, but Flax doesn't have on Odo. I mean, even Odo technically doesn't really have a great kill potential on the Flax, but he could potentially kill Flax where Flax can't do the same. And obviously, it's probably not going to happen, but it is there, and it forces Flax to play passive. And you can see with each cleaver that's landing, it's forcing him back here. And he does have Flash, he does have his ultimate though, so he will be fine. But he's starting to miss out on a lot of CS here, and Odo's going to start to snowball the lane. And this is what I was talking about before. Odo plays really good top lane tanky champions, and he can snowball a lane. Will be spotted out by Forbidden, and he'll be forced back yet again. Look at all the ward coverage. You know, the side that, on the side the currently H2k has. I mean, they can see him wherever he goes, wherever he comes from, except here. And even then, he's going to swing into that ward. Like, he's going to be spotted no matter what here. And he does have a sweeping lens, but he's not clearing out the vision that he needs to. His ganks are being unsuccessful. He's being shut down here, and H2k are looking solid. Hook going to connect onto Voidal. They don't really have the damage to kill him, though. He should be able to just back away from this one. So they finally start clearing out some wards here. NIP realizing that, you know, Ku's being spotted everywhere he goes. We need to help him out. And That's the way they're going to do it. And right now, Q swinging around towards the red buff here. We'll spot out Trashy. He'll come in for this pink ward. Should be able to pick it up. No, not going to do it. He's actually just going to let that one stay. All right, so he backs off. Obviously, Trashy could rotate in as quick as he needs to. But at this rate, I mean, if H2k keep this up, if NIP can't pull out, you know, a play here, then H2k are looking to take this. And right now, Alex is trying to stop the red from being taken. Odo comes in to help out as well for Forbidden. And that will be a stolen red buff. Odo picks it up. And that means Ku is now down another buff here. And we can just look at levels. I mean, they're pretty even, except the fact that well, Jarman has a level advantage, and Forbidden has a level advantage. And those are two people you don't want to see have them either. And right now you see Trash up to the side. He knows there's a pink ward in there. They know he's not seen just yet here, but still, NIP playing passive. Voidal trying to go in for a gank here. This could be really bad. The hook connects. He's trying to bait him in. You see Wheel Failure just backing away. Odo attacking the turret because he just doesn't care. He's going to take free turrets. And even if Ku comes, they can't kill him. Like, that's the state it's at. I mean, Alex has to come, and even then, with 3 people, it might not even happen. And if they don't have a successful gank come off after that, it's just dead weight. I mean, that's just such wasted time. And right now he's going to finish off the turret potentially. Here comes Scoop from the side. He has ultimate, obviously just pops it. Going to have ridiculous regen here. We'll be trapped in the ultimate, but he just doesn't care. Look at that. He just doesn't care. Not even use flash to get away. So top lane completely in favor of H2k. Bottom lane still in favor of NIP in terms of CS right now. But Kog'Maw starting to power up. Trinity Force now done. Freeze should be able to pick us up when he goes back to base, though. And he's definitely going to need that if he wants to be able to trade against Kog here. And there we go. Second turn of the game picked up for H2k. This time in the top lane. And just not going to stop him. I can't really tell you how bad this is getting here. But right now, Forbidden getting ganked here. And then actually will be able to pick up a kill. So finally they pick up one. Trashy might get taken off the swell, but Hajarman's here, and they're looking to pick up because the hook comes in and captures out Alex as he dashes to Hajarman. He picks up one kill. He's looking to back with this. He has the lantern. He clicks it. He gets out, but now Freeze trying to come in. He's trying to help out. He will not be able to get to him. Hajarman will be kept alive by We Will Failure. Now look at this. We will have to take him alive. Here comes Trashy. They're looking to turn this one. Blue Ultimate does get a nice knock up here, but Odo coming in with the not even the top, he just ran straight down. Looking to chase him down. It's really hard to escape against this Mundo, but here comes Ku. Picks up one kill. Will pick up a second as well. That would be now We Will Failure being dropped here, but Voidal will drop. Now Odo will pick up. No! Yes, he's going to get the kill on the Freeze eventually here, but now he's 1v2 up against Ku, up against Flax, and he's looking to pick up the kill. He has no ultimate. He should probably just be kited this entire time. And he's looking for it, but he won't get it. That would be NIP finally coming out big. 2 for 4 trade for them. Fantastic little bit of a fight right there. And they finally secure themselves something. And they try to take back the gold. Well, they try to at least close the gold deficit that they currently do have. And now, going to be able to pick up Dragon off the back of this as well. A great little bit of a play. Oh, no. Oh, Forbidden's coming. He has ulti. He could pick up a double. How big are his balls? You can see it right there. How big is it? And not big enough, he just backs away. He could have had a double there. Obviously, really tough to do when you don't have any warriors to spot them. You know, they're HP, but still, that was a little bit of a missed opportunity for him. But either way, after that, 19 minutes in, 29.7 to 27.9k gold. Very close game here between these two great teams. And now you can see H2k grouping up bottom. They're looking for a turret. And they'll have it. That'll be number 3 of the game here for them. And well, they will lengthen their gold lead a little bit further after this one. But here comes Voidal trying to defend it. Looking for something. We'll get the Soul and a Wheel Failure, but he's taking a lot of damage, down about half HP. And he will be forced straight back here. Build Rollercoast has been picked up here for Jarman. Play the Rune King. When that finishes, like, that is such a huge power spike here for Kog'Maw. That NIP are going to have to really be afraid of this. And they need some sort of answer. I mean, you saw how long Odo just tanked up NIP. They don't have an answer for him yet. They don't have the damage to take him down. Like if Odo was in the fight earlier, there's no way. I want to say there's no way H2k could have lost that fight. 8k gold, but they can't push top because Odo is just a movable object. Middle, they could technically try to push. The problem is, though, Corki doesn't have a huge auto attack range, and if they're going to go for a push mid, they have to be able to kill Forbidden. On that Orianna, he almost has a death cap done, or at least has a huge large rod, and if you're going to dive on that Orianna ultimate, it's going to cause so much pain for them. And if Trash is even in the vicinity, like, they'll at least be able to pick up one off of that. So, NIP in a really tough spot. They need turrets, but they're just really unable to get them right now. They also really need to clear out this vision. They need to invest into an early Oracle lens if they want to be able to clear all this out, because they're seen everywhere they go, and obviously with H2k with that information, they can make plays accordingly. You can see, I mean, it's 3-3 in sweeping lenses, yes. But because H2k have the advantage, they're the ones pushing. And they're the ones forcing other wards into the jungle of NIP here, and again, Odo, 215 CS here. Just pushing out that top lane. Has the Sunfire Cape, a Warden's Mail done as well. Gonna be building into that random zone, and when that's finished, I mean, he could probably just build straight damage if he wanted to. Now, you could just build like a Triforce or something. Something ridiculous, because that's how hard it's gonna be for him to be killed, and he's gonna be able to apply a lot of damage as well if he does build into something like that. Maybe Atmas. Haven't seen that in a long time. Maybe Banshee's Veil. Maybe he's going to just go straight tank and just depend on these cleavers. And his E to give him the damage. But, well, getting caught out a little bit. A little bit of vision. And they're looking for the fight here as well. You see a lot of pings coming in from the side of NIP. They're looking for something here. They're going straight on it for Forbidden, but he has flash. He gets away from it. Knockout comes on a Weevil Failure. He will be dropped here. But what will happen? Oh my god, the Orianna comes in, connects on a 3 here. And this could be an easy fight coming in, but Owls gets a nice ultimate off on a couple of people. Doesn't kill anyone just yet here. Weevil Failure is the only casualty of this fight so far. But NIP are kiting. They're surviving. And they are looking to run away for this one finally here. And Flaxus might be the casualty of this one. And he will get cocooned up. He will fall. So it will be a 1-for-1 trade. But NIP throwing everything they possibly had at it. And they have 3 blinking lights on their porches. As you can see on the right-hand side of your screen, that fight was engaged by them. But they didn't have the damage they needed to back it up. Like, Odo, I mean, he popped his ult. He probably took more damage from popping his ultimate than he took from the team of NIP hitting him. Like, that's how little they did to him, and they were only barely able to burn through Weevil Failure. So this game is starting to get really out of control. H2k really building up quite a few kills here, building up a little bit of a gold advantage. 7-7 in kills though, 4-0 in turrets though. And you look at it like that's where a lot of the gold difference is. The thing is, a lot of it comes from the fact that Odo has, what, a 50 CS lead? Forbidden has, what, 50, 40 CS lead right now? That's a lot of extra gold they're getting as well. And NIP, they have to... I'm trying to think what they can do in these fights. I mean, you see Alex just doesn't have the damage to kill anyone just yet. He doesn't even spike anyone, it felt like right there. And, you know, Seeker's Arm Guard's been done here for Bivin. Kook coming in from the backside, looking for a Weevil Failure, but again, Flash being used, and it seems like they're not micromanaging the summoners on their side, you know, because they knew. Actually, no, wait, was he there? I don't know if he was there. They know Forbidden does not have a flash because he used it in the last fight. But I do not remember if Forbidden was right there. If he was, they should have just ulted him. That would have been a free kill. I mean, obviously have the lantern, but if he stand on it correctly, he can't escape that one. And honestly, hindsight's always 20/20, and Dragon now come up in 20 seconds as well. NIP have to be careful here. They can't take too much damage. And you can see ping's already coming down on it for H2k. They want this one. Sweeping Lens is being used to clear all this vision. Trying to allow them safe access into this area. So gonna come in. Will get blocked up by the wind wall though. And you can see NIP being forced to push into H2k here. The Dragon drops extremely quickly to Elise and to move down. Here's the hook. It's going to connect. And let's see what they can make happen. As Orianna comes in, connects on to quite a few here. But NIP, they're surviving. They're still sticking strong. Boido takes down Weevil Failure. But Odo in the middle of 4 people taking no damage. He doesn't give a flying F right now. He's just chasing them down. Alex should drop from this one. Freeze, why aren't you blocking the cleaver? Well, it didn't even matter in the end, but Odo picks up the kill on Alex. They're looking for that Flash. Cocoon comes in on a Flash. He's going to get taken out as well. Jarman picks up that one, and that is a 1-for-3 trade. And Dragon here picked up for the side of H2k. And now they might even be looking for Baron. Why not? 25, 26 minutes in. You have a Kog'Maw, you have a Mundo, you have an Elise. You have so much percent damage here. That Baron is just going to get shredded. You have a Blade of the Rune King even on top of that. And Vodal, he's going to try to stop it here, but there's really nothing he can do about this one. That will be taken down here. And H2k pick up the first Baron of the game at 25-42. Alright, so Random Omen picked up here now for Odo. Death Cap now done for Flaxish though. And you can see, you know, Freeze and Alexich both trying to get their Infinity Edges done, but there's a lot of farm that they need. And the thing is, you need to spread it between both of them because you need Alex to do a lot of damage. You need Freeze to do a lot of damage. Unfortunately, they just don't have the ability to really farm that up here. They can't really farm on the side of the jungle too easily. They have no lanes to really push right now because they're shoved up already. They need money somewhere, and it's probably going to have to come through fighting. The thing is, the Baron up H2k, you can't even fight. And right now, H2k are on the brink of getting through to the playoffs here to join Unicorns of Love, SK Gaming Prime, and of course, oh my gosh. Let's see, Infinity Edge, finally done for Alex. Random Omen almost done here for Ku. BF Sword even picked up here for Jarman now. He pretty much has that 24-7 Blade of the Rune King done. And the Haunting guys and Random Omen picked up here for Trashy, so been a little bit of ability power. Zonia's done here for Forbidden, so he can't even be Dove anymore. The person they need to kill is Jarman. I feel like Odo's applying more pressure than Forbidden is, to be honest, on that Mundo. I mean, I honestly, not to toot my own horn, but I called in the beginning. If he doesn't get stopped, if he doesn't get pressured in the top lane, then he is just going to snowball this game. Just him alone. Because he's so damn tanky. You have no one that's doing percent damage to him, so he just doesn't give a flying F. Look at this. He just does not care. He takes no damage from Flaxish, takes no damage from the turret, and he's allowed to split push here while in the meantime, the rest of his team takes the top turret, and that is now 5-0 in turrets. NIP needs something. They need it quick here, or they're going to let this game slip away, and not to mention their hopes of getting into the playoffs. And, you know, this whole super team that NIP was supposed to be, it's not really living up to his name. And I said that in my article. It's just, I haven't been impressed with them so far, and I don't know whether it's just chemistry or what, but they are not playing like a top-tier team. And Ku going in, a big mistake by him, and he gets taken down by Jarman. He gets dropped almost instantly right there. And he is now on a rampage, 5-2-5 here for him. And they're looking at this inhibitor turret. It's looking mighty juicy. There's no one even there to defend it. What's the wave clear you have? You don't have any. Your wave clear's bottom right now on a Lulu, and they just don't care. They're going to tank it up. They're going to pick up their first inhibitor of the game. Odo going to continue to apply pressure on this bottom one, and that will be inhibitor number 1 at about 29 minutes in here for H2k. They are looking fantastic, and right now I'm at a loss of words. NIP, I don't know if they can come back from this. I mean, you guys are like, oh, the comeback on Mundo, but it's not Mundo necessarily being so strong. It's the fact that you have no one that does percent damage. I mean, Kog'Maw's on their team, on H2k. He wasn't touched in the beginning. Oh, we will fail it. What are you doing? He'll escape that one, though. Look, coming in as well. Will they turn this one around? Oh, it looks like he will escape, but it's I called it in the beginning. If Odo doesn't get stopped in the top lane, if he doesn't get any pressure on him, he's going to snowball it so hard because he plays tanky top laners so damn well. And Ku, I mean, he ganked for Flex against Ultravire so many times, but didn't do it. Well, did it once, but it was too late by then. Obviously, Lulu doesn't really offer a lot of kill potential, but still, like, that's what's causing right now H2k to be so strong, because Odo can just chase 3 or 4 of them away. He can tank 3 or 4 of them, allow at least to build more tanky. You can keep the 3 or 4 people off of, obviously, his AD carry, and what do you do against that? You can't really even get around it. And right now, what NIP have to do is catch them in their own jungle, or catch them in their side of the jungle. Catch them in NIP's jungle. to finally NIP going to pick up the first turn of the game here. Alex, though, forced to go back immediately. Freeze picking up the Infinity Edge now, though. This does get a little bit of a turning point, but it doesn't matter. Jarman has Infinity Edge himself, and just the damage that he's going to do is going to be outright ridiculous. And here we go. Second inhibitor now dropped. Second inhibitor going to fall as well, and they're trying to go in, and they go in on a We Will Fail. Why are you going in on the support? Why do you care about him? And Voidal, he's going to be taken down for this. Actually, he's able to escape for a little bit here, but Alex in the middle of them going to get dropped here. Jarman isn't even being touched in this fight. What is happening? NIP are going to get knocked out here. This is going to be it here. H2k are going to take revenge from losing in the qualifiers. They're going to take revenge here and get into the playoffs to join Unicorns of Love, SK Gaming Prime, and oh my gosh, and that is going to be it here. H2k, fantastic game played by them. GG's even being called out, and NIP are now knocked out. And even Flaxish buying 5 tiers at the end of the game. Just ridiculous. I mean, Jarman 7-2-6. You know, Odo 2-7. Not like an amazing scoreline, but just what, 300 CS. He could not be touched in the middle of that team fight. You had 2-1-11 for Trashy, 3-1-7 for Bivin. It was too hard to come back from. It really was. And you know, you think about the gank that Trashy did in the beginning, where he caught out Ku, but in the end actually was able to pick up the kill on a freeze. It applied a lot of pressure there. It forced him back. And you know, even think about earlier. Voidal forced a flash out of a Jarman in lane, and they could have capitalized on that, but it took too long. Trashy read into it. He was there in time and caused the whole first blood to go over to their side. So again, just well played by them. Got to give them a lot of credit, and that means that's going to be it for today. That's all of our games coming through. We have, just to remind you guys, SK Gaming Prime, oh my gosh, from Group A. We have Unicorns of Love and now H2k. Let me write that down just to make sure. H2k coming through from Group B. We have Group C coming up Monday of next week. I'm actually just going to go and take a look at the site just to make sure of the teams that are playing in that one. You can always head over to blackmonstercup.com if you're interested in any information. Obviously, with the games coming up, you can also follow me on Twitter. You can see it on your screen down there. I always tweet about when we will be going live for the shows. But let me just double check here just to make sure. Group C. We have Gamers 2, Ocelot's team, Team Refuse, Dragon Team, and Hard Random. So another good group coming up. That will be on August 6th. Is that? Wait, August 6th, really? Wait, what? That can't be right. I'm pretty sure it's coming up Monday of next week, but I'll double check the admins and you know, check on Twitter about that one. Then we have Group D, of course, coming up, which will be the week after Reason Gaming. The winners of the summer season, Lublin Shore, Mutual Makers, whatever you want to call them nowadays, Tricked, Rockstock and Overgaming. So a lot of good teams come up your way, obviously, the next few weeks. So make sure you tune in to that. Make sure you hit the follow channel on the Twitch, or the follow on the Twitch channel. Obviously, we go wow. I'm really losing it. It's been a long day. It's really hot in here too. Whenever we go live with any League of Legends action, whether it's IEM, whether it's Black Monster Cup, or anything else, it always show up on this channel. So make sure to do that one. And also, make sure to follow me on Twitter. So guys, I think that's going to do it. Make sure to head over to blackmonstercup.com. Make sure to like them on Facebook as well, facebook.com/blackmonstercup. And hopefully we'll see you guys next week. Congratulations again to H2k and Unicorns of Love. Well deserved. And we'll see you guys in the playoffs.